right. Oh man, thank you for the super chat. I'm not sure that I can help. I guess you can speak on this more than I could.
Well, actually, I've heard both of them. Yeah.
All right.
Klipsch RF-7 threes, versus the Arendal 1720. That's the Arendal you had, right?
That's the one I had. So you've heard them.
Oh my God, 10-inch drivers, dual 10-inch drivers. Those things are massive, A, and B, loud as shit. Oh my God, and so much bass. So much bass. So much bass. You think these 3 8s would have bass? These 2 10s, insane. Insane. Famous story. I don't know if it's famous, but notorious. My ex-wife was banging some music, and the sliding door is open, and that's facing the other direction. I pull up on the other side of the house. I get out, and I hear Cardi B. I'm like, damn, it sounds loud over here. And so, I'm around the house. I go in, and it's just getting louder and louder, and I get up the stairs. I was like, damn, all right. Okay.
Just those, no subs or what?
No sub. No, dude.
Just those, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So they're loud. They have a lot of bass. We're talking about the Klipsch here.
The Klipsch, yeah. Beautiful finish. Huge. They're bigger than the 1723s. They weigh the same amount. They weigh like 100 pounds.
Okay.
100 pounds each. But they're, man, the visual impact on the room is what, that was a rough one for me.
Okay.
That was a rough one. Yeah.
So do they look as nice? I'm not saying. I think the Arendals look pretty nice.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the wood finish, the wood veneer on there, is gorgeous. It's just they're just big. It's a big box in my living room. If this was a dedicated space, sure, no problem. I mean, and yours are black, so they kind of blended. Pardon my aging.
Let me see what the measurements are on those RF-7 threes. That would help.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's measuring them.
You don't think what?
I don't think anybody's measuring them. They're probably too bright.
I've actually done some calibrations. I've done calibrations for people who have those speakers. Klipsch, RF. Klipsch. Let me see if they have any. Has anybody measured these? RP8000s. Nah, nope. I don't see any no Klippel measurements, I should just say. There might be some other measurements of them. Yeah, I remember having a tilted up top end. I can't remember what the directivity is on them. All I do know, so the 1723s, I would say can get loud. They can get loud, like their THX something like Ultra. Ultra. So they can definitely get loud. They just don't play super deep, right? And people were upset at me in the Arendal forum saying, "Oh, what is this guy talking about? He's saying that they don't have a ton of bass." I'm saying they don't have a lot of deep bass. So to me, deep bass is 40 and below, right? Some people might say 50 and below. Okay. But if you have a pretty big speaker, you want to hear lower than 50, right?
Yeah, mostly a kick drum will kind of live at 50, 60 hertz, and most music cuts off at 30. Mixing and mastering engineers will cut it off at 30. So really, if we're getting bass extension down to 20 hertz, that's really just going to be for all the LFE.
Yeah.
And I know all about it. You know why? Because I locked myself in this room all weekend. Well, not all weekend, but for the last 4 or 5 days, listening to front wides and LFE. And I gotta tell you, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of low frequencies.
I'm looking at some graphs right now of the RF-7 III. I would say
show everybody. I
don't know about the reliability of these graphs though. That's the problem.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? But I can say they're probably going to be a little bit brighter. The Klipsch are going to be a little bit brighter. The Arendals have some brightness to them too. The directivity on the Arendals are very good. So that means that they take very well to EQ. The Klipsch, maybe not as well. I think I remember seeing there was some kind of dip in the response that's kind of unfixable, around the crossover range. I'm going off memory here.
Crossover range, what is that? 2000-ish?
Wherever, I don't know.
Okay.
Probably like 1.5.
Okay.
Around 1.5. I remember there being a dip that was kind of unfixable. A lot of people don't mind a dip in that area, but I think it's better to have a flat response.
Does that dip happen when you put your hand on the hip?
Yeah. So the other thing is, if you're going to use this for home theater, it doesn't really matter how deep they go, because you're probably going to use some subs, right? It's only if you're going to use them for 2 channels. So let us know if it's 2 channel or home theater, because if what we're saying, right? Sean is saying they're huge, right? If they're huge, then why are they so huge? Because you want deep bass.
Yeah.
There's no other reason for them to be so huge.
No,
right?
not at all. And they got that. They got that in spades. Like, you don't have to worry about bass with those things. Just like the lower frequency stuff. Yeah, Angela's on board. There she goes. When I dip, you dip, we dip.
Yep. So I think they're comparable. I think if you're going to use EQ, I would probably say the Arendal. For home theater, Arendal would be my choice. Yeah, if you just need extra bass, you're not going to use any DSP, then you may like something like the Klipsch. I think technically though,
$11.99 on Crutchfield. Oh wait, no, that's not it. RF-7 3. Oh, you got to get it from Audio Vice. $21.99 each. Oh, I bet you Corey can get a better price for you on that though. And what's the Arendal? 1,800 each. 1,800.
I think around 2,000.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, if you can find some graphs, I would take a look at the graphs, see what the on-axis response is of both of them. I'm pretty sure that the Klipsch has a dip in the response. If you can find one with directivity index, which I'm not finding at the moment, that will tell you how EQable it is. If it's a straight line, regardless if it's like, it doesn't matter so much the tilt as much as, is it a straight line or is it like, doing all kinds of stuff? And I think the Arendal is just a safe bet just because I have them and I know that you can EQ them well. But Chana is also saying that he's happy with the bass response of the other one, but huge.
Yeah, like the visual impact in the room is a lot. So and it's funny because I went from those to the Martin Logans, which don't look like speakers, the electrostats, and like just visually, that just not having that big ass box in the room made it feel like there was more space in the living room, even though the Martin Logans are taller, right?
Yeah.
But they're kind of see-through at a certain point. So yeah, that's it.
All right. So what would you prefer for home theater though?
To me?
Yeah, because he said it's mostly for home theater.
I guess I'd go with the Arendals. Go with the Arendals.
For home theater. Okay. All right.
Like what Rich was saying is go with the Arendals if they're around the same price.
Okay. Yeah. I think it's a safe bet, is all I can say.
Sure.
Now, if you can't catch the show, we do have an audio version at anchor.fm/daily HiFi. So make sure to go on over there if you like to listen to the show.